Hi. Hey, you're here. Okay, so this is Athena StarSeed. These are the StarSeed transmissions. Usually we're on Zoom. We have changed to a new time. It's going to be 4 p.m. now because of our East Coasters who need to actually get into bed earlier. So this is fantastic. I'm broadcasting live here on Facebook to give you guys a little taste of what we're actually doing. But I'm going to go ahead and start out in some ceremony because it has to do with today's topic. So just close your eyes, open your heart, use your imagination to see huge 4 archangels surrounding you and surrounding this planet. Take a nice deep breath, inhale. Two more. And one more. Archangel Raphael and Archangel Michael and Archangel Gabriel and Archangel Uriel, Father Sky, and Mama Earth, from the point of light within me, from before my birth, I'm calling into the sacred circle of light. Sing with me. I'm calling it into the sacred circle of light. Sing with me. We're calling it into the sacred circle of health, prosperity, peace. Calling it into the sacred circle of wealth, abundance, release. Calling it into the sacred circle of light. Archangel Raphael, heal us today. And Archangel Michael, protect our way. And Archangel Gabriel, hold us in your womb. Share your compassion and grace with us now. And Archangel Uriel, sacred geometry, you connect us to heaven, and on earth it shall be. Father Sky, and Mama Earth, from the point of life within us, from before our birth, we're calling it into the sacred circle of light. Sing with me. We're calling it into the sacred circle of light, abundance, free. We're calling it into the sacred circle of universal freedom. We're calling it into this circle of light. We're calling it in. Shh. We are going to a sacred space. We are now in sacred space. We are living in a state of grace. We are loving in a sacred way. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you. We are going to a sacred place. We are now in sacred space. We are living in a state of grace. We are loving in a sacred way. You sing with me. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you. To the minerals. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you. To the plants. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you. To the animals. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you. To the humans. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you. To the archangels. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you. To the Christ consciousness. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I love you. To all the beings. I love you, beloved. I love you, beloved. I am you, beloved, and I love you. So today I am going to be channeling on meditation, mindfulness, and this moment, and this moment, and this moment, and this moment, and this moment. So I would like to invite everyone to put their hands in this mudra. This is a mudra that assists in integration, harmony, and balance. It incorporates all the elements. So we're made up of the elements: earth, air, water, fire, ether, plasma. If we go way out. And I'd like to have everybody put their hands in this mudra. Looks like this, like that. You see my thumbs? See my thumbs? Boop, right here, okay. So I'd like you to hold your mudra right here over your heart and keep your spine straight. And you can either keep your eyes open or closed for the channel, but I'm just gonna start streaming content. So once again, here's our mudra. That's a hand position. And this is about integration, harmony, and balance. That's what it assists in. It incorporates all of the elements, and our focus is all of who I am is in perfect alignment and well-being now. All of who I am is in perfect alignment and well-being now. All of who I am is in perfect alignment and well-being now. So mudras, mantras, yantras, and focus is where the present moment opens. So mindfulness and the present. Imagine if you opened up to a storybook and up you took a little sip of consciousness in the nest of a bird that spun yarn into a wound of unwrung rungs that understood that every single adversity could be unspun. In this yarn of ours, for every mindful moment brings a present gift. So if mindful and the moment decided to dance together and co-star in an adventure action film called This Life. When we have mindfulness, we are presenting our consciousness on this moment and 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 this moment. And that mindfulness is an awareness where we gather all of the energy and we put it on the pin of the head. This head. This focused awareness. So as the present opens up, for example, a simple bike ride, you're riding your bike and streaming thoughts of consciousness are coming to you about uploading new content and data. Then you pass by in other streets and up pops a bookshelf. And on there, magical books. And in the present moment, you say, feeling into it, what could I do right now? You pull your bike over. You look at the book. Scan the titles. And in the conscious moment, the universe delivers you the content, that which is required for that present moment to become the gift. Prior to that, if the moments are rushing by and we're trying to get to the future to be happy, we miss the message in the moment, the gift in the moment, and the solution in the moment. And if we miss the solution in the moment, we suffer. And in that suffering, we drop in consciousness and we lose our mindfulness. And in that new state of awareness, we start to go down the spiral of a feeling that turns into a frequency, that turns into an entity, that turns into an aspect of our persona, then which to look again at another present moment skewed from a lower dimension, and the reception then lowered projects onto the new moment, the same moment, which is suffering. Alignment. Divine alignment is our present moment inheritance. As the birds are singing, nature is bringing a flow of consciousness that picks us back up and lands us in the flow of the present moment, which produces harmony. So floating on our harmonic life raft, called present moment choice, floats on the sea of infinity to understand that every single moment as the gift is the choice to be joyful or to suffer. Now, easier said than done. When something really big has begun and the ego starts to get crushed and undone and the soul wants to fly and radiate up into an infinite sky of white light rainbows, surrounded by angels and concentric rings that bring gifts that shower a new reality into an imagination that hasn't even been opened to the unknown. Sitting in that wide open sky, we drop the word why. Not needing to know, just being the glow. And that photonic radiation brings on an inner celebration. And the wattage can be seen by planets that now stream. We've always been in joy anyway. And as they say, the anyway means every way. 7 trillion different opportunities to post on Facebook if you wish. For in this oneness, differentiation rings, and that's why every single person brings their own inner peace and harmony to our dharmic puzzle. Like a child's game, one fast or slow, who knows how long it takes to grow through the pains of our spiritual adolescence. Since 1, 2, 3. How will we spend our time? Not the same way we used to, flipping it on a dime and rushing through the calendar months that turn into decades of years. And then we wonder, where did time go when I was so worried about all that stuff that I forgot why? Back to the meditation of the present moment being mindfulness. Aha, the before and after the virus or the verses. Before, the rushing was everyday willingness to sell your soul for a dream you thought you wanted. And the after the verses virus, you realize that this time is so precious that when you realize with your real eye you can let go of time altogether, then the present moment begins to sound like one big long song. Sun up, some down. Smile, frown, smile. Put your feet on the ground. Enjoy the rain and the sunshine. Enjoy the pain and the sunshine. Enjoy the pain, enjoy the pain. Enjoy the pain, enjoy. Enjoy the pain. To feel the feeling and to allow it to be brings more of that higher nature song's harmony. So the strings on the heart will ring and bring higher light, higher light, higher light. Harmony and balance. Harmony and balance. Harmony and balance. For every moment is my free will gift. It is, therefore, the gift. It is, therefore, the gift. It is, therefore, the gift. It is. It is what it is it? Oh, yes, it is what it is. Oh, it is what it is. Is it? Oh, yes, it is what it is. And the mantra sings, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. For I'm becoming more me in this adversity, because my push-ups against the reality that create my distortion and allow me to feel the resistance that's bringing bigger muscles of consciousness to expand the isness that it is when it is, and a gift. Digging deep, 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 and deeper, deeper, into the archaeology of our own soul allows us to go in and remove that which hasn't been viewed, to be skewed, to be cleared. Shoo, 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 shoo. Empty hands remain. And as we continue to do the clearing, the is perfect, and the is what it is as I watch it becoming okay to be all of that and more. The lighter the load, the easier the road. From a sage's mind, always adapts. And then what's the return on this eternal burn of karma through the Kundalini's rising snakes? A lotus will bloom in this month of May and June. For our rest time was well spent in the now. Why, thank you, the world that is, and thank you, the presidents that present a mandatory quarantine in the crown of us all. Why, yes, we thank you for this time in, because we know our souls will always win with the navigation of light from all sides. Left, right, masculine, feminine, Republican, Democrat. Individual, universal, finite, infinite. Human, God being. Mineral, plant, animal, avatar, inner star, from where you are. The crown is now open. Receive the light. Inhale. Hold your breath. Squeeze the root lock, second lock. Tuck the chin down, pull the eyes up. And do not exhale until you can't do anything but exhale. Hold your breath. Another little breath. One more. Hold it. Okay, I'm getting messages from my angels that they're like, okay, let him out, let him out. Although we could sit here for like another hour and nobody would mind. I feel so great right now. I am gonna come back. So twinkle your toes, wiggle your fingers, take a nice deep breath. Shake it out. Shake it out, shake it out, shake it out, shake it out. Yeah. Okay, here we are, we're back. Yay. Okay, things I wanted to comment on about the channel received was that I'm an intuitive reader, and I channel for a lot of different people who are very, very highly sensitive and empathic. So most of my clients are leaders, teachers, healers, highly intuitive. Now, when I am reading, I want to just let you in on something. I am sharing that we can read everything like a tarot deck, everything in the present moment when we're in a state of mindfulness. The moment opens like the Akashic Records and has every single thing in that present moment, similar to a cell in my body has the imprint of the entire cosmos. So the present moment has every single thing in it that I would require to actually address that present moment. So imagine if I said to you, I need you to go from here to San Diego, and you're not going to require anything. I'm going to give you the keys and the money and a packed lunch. However, it's all in this room. You have to find it, and then you can use it in the moment. So that's like the universe saying to you, the challenge is you're going to go to San Diego, right? And in the moment that you get the challenge, you might not have a car or food or cash. However, when the universe says, I love you, I love you, I love you, look into this presence and see what's in there. You will see in the files of the challenge will be the things that are required. And now I'm going to give you a practical example. So I am a mother, and I am learning now in this retreat energy to balance myself as a human, my career, which is a channel and a reader, and also a mother. So I have a calendar book, and I like to put things in organized categories. And so I also like to tell the universe, hey, you can always stack the deck. And so what they've done with me since my incarnation is they've always stacked the deck. Because they know I'm multidimensional, they'll usually give me 3 or 4 things in one. For example, they were like, okay, you can play with your daughter,
and you can both ride bikes, so you get in your exercise and your cardio, and you know that you want to focus on reading, because reading, she's in 3rd grade, so reading, we're looking at new decoding of languages here, right? Because she's already from heaven, so she knows a lot. So what I'm like, oh, reading. So we're bicycling, and I streamed it out to the universe, and then we come along a little tiny, one of those little libraries that was in the channel. It was a real little library that you could just take a book, and you could return a book. So it could have not been there, because we didn't ever go down this street before. There's a new street. My angel said, turn here. And I knew that was an Easter egg. That was something special that I found. And then I opened it up, and it could have had only adult books. It had specific books to myself, my daughter, and her daddy. Literally in 3 different major categories. For him, it was a very spiritual book that geared towards his little spiritual niche. To mine, it was Osho, which I've never really read Osho, and I've always said, oh, someday when I have time, I'm going to read Osho, because I was wondering, why is this guy so controversial? You know, I couldn't really get behind it. And I was a little judgmental of Osho because of the sex scandals and the whole HBO, Netflix, or the Netflix thing, right? So I was like, oh, that's got to be the truth. And so I was judging him, and I was like, I got to let go of that. I should probably get to know the guy first and then make my own decision, right? And so here was the book that was in the book box for me. And then there were little 3rd grade books right in her genre, actually labels that she actually reads, Pinkylicious. So now back to how in the moment, when you surrender and let go, instead of being like, oh, I'm too stressed out, I have to do a mother and I have to do my career, I was like, no, I'm going to let the universe influence me. So that my angels told me, get on the bike, do your exercise with her. You can also get books on the way. You don't even have to go to the library because it's closed. We're gonna give you the books we'd like you to read next. We came home, and I didn't have to beg her to read. She ran to the little bed, and she started reading book after book after book. She read 4 books right in a row. And then I started reading this. And then the other book we wrapped up, and we gifted to her father, which was a very special Buddhist book that he really loves Buddhism. Now, slide that over. In your life, right now, you might have a challenge, whether to balance homeschooling your child and being a mother, or maybe it's balancing a relationship, or maybe it's what am I going to do for a living with my career, or am I going to stay in LA, or am I going to move to New York, or am I going to move back home with my parents, or am I going to stay out where the state that I'm in? We don't know what your challenges are. However, they are equal in opportunity to waking up as everyone. Everyone. Every one of us has specific challenges right here, right now, that if we look really closely, I wish I had my little magnifying glass, like Dora the Explorer, in the moment we can unlock it, and the suffering decreases and the joy increases, and the peacefulness in your aura expands. And isn't that what we're looking for? We're not asking to not take our initiations seriously. We want to take our initiations. Most spiritual people right now on the path know that everything that they disagree with is an initiation. And the sooner you let go and let God pick you up and float you like a leaf on the wind to your true home in your peaceful center where you enter wherever you are, which is always here now, you're in Freedomville. We live in Freedomville. We live in a liberated state of awareness, of aha-ness, that isness is all there is, and it is perfectly as a gift given to us. When we are mindful to look at the situation as the solution's here somewhere. And it might be that I have to change my focus or my direction or the way I'm looking at things, right? I had a judgment. What would life be like without any judgments? This coronavirus is bad. Who says so? I'm benefiting. I'm sure you're benefiting. We don't have to label it good or bad. It is. And that allows it to be the present perfect moment for us. Now, in the present moment, what's inside your kaleidoscope of infinity? What do you see in there that can help you right here, right now, with how you're feeling to elevate your soul into a higher state of vibration sonically and also visually, right? We want to visualize more light pouring through our aura, opening up. Well, I receive more light when I let go of judgment. Judgment clouds the auric field. This is good, this is bad. I like her, I don't like him. Now, I'm not saying don't have your present moment free will. I would like to eat a veggie burger instead of a meat burger. I choose to have greens in my diet every day. I choose to work out versus not working out. These are choices. However, I also give every soul in this dimension permission to make a choice, to not work out, to not chant, to not eat greens, to live their life and experience their ocean of infinity and to get the most out of whatever they're experiencing. Even when the choice is suffer. We are getting something cathartic out of suffering. Otherwise, we wouldn't experience suffering as a collective group of humanoids in this dimension. Yet, teenagers throw a fit. And so do toddlers. And so do some adults. So as we grow up out of our adolescent ways, the sage in us starts to birth something new so that we can look at something and go, wow, I lost my house. Wow. Whew. What an experience. Wow. I lost my legs. No walking for 4 years. What an experience. Wow. My brother died. Wow. What an experience. So as we go in and out of these different dormant DNAs, these dimensions open doors that actually heal some of the sores that have been there for such a long time. And now we can rapidly jump octaves by being in this retreat time so that we can experience everything and feel it in the present moment, when before we just had to rush out the door and go to the next thing, to get the next thing, to pay for the next thing, to then do it again. So the powers that be have you now free to feel your feelings fully and mindfully in this moment. Don't push anything down. Feel it all with your feet on the ground and your toes in the dirt, even though it hurts. Because the dirt knows the history of us all. The dirt knows the history of us all. To dust we return in another birth that has reburned all the karma that's wrung out of that soul. So we are at one with the dust. So as we put our feet in the dirt and let go of what hurts, the dust will regenerate our lives. Anything you put in the dirt grows. Everything you put in the dirt grows to the nature of its heavenly design. As Fibonacci's spiral up, DNAs overflow our cup and 12th dimensional strands activate new light. And now we become the gift. With every breath we lift. As an offering of our spirit and our soul. Operation Breathe More now. Installed. Boop. Alignment. When we breathe, we put ourselves in alignment. When we sit up straight, we put ourselves in alignment. Thoughts of our thinking. But present moment goes on blinking in between the spaces of every word. I want to thank each and every one of you for being the present with your breath, with your free will, with your focused mindfulness, with your ability to open the moment and scavenger hunt your adventures, to receive your golden cliff notes of consciousness, to pass all your tests, and see all things are blessed. This is Athena StarSeed. I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you for attending this StarSeed channel. I have 15 minutes left. If there's anyone who would like to write a question, and I will channel on that directly. Or if there is any other comments, you can do it at this time. You can just type it in. I love you too. Thank you for the hearts. So I do have a YouTube channel. I've got about 600 shows on there for free, and they cover a lifestyle of light. What to eat, how to detox, how to fast, breatharianism, creation, puppet shows, playing, music, shifting vibration. So you can subscribe to that. If you're watching YouTube right now, if this is on YouTube, because it will be turned into a YouTube, just hit subscribe. And those of you who want to go a little bit deeper into your own soul contracts, you can just go to Ask Athena Intuitive Readings, and I do private one-on-one life coaching and soul readings. I do have a little mystery school that I have some people attending, and it's about how to upgrade your magic to not only read the present moment, but to actually use the data in the moment to jump dimensions, I'll say that, because there are parallel dimensions happening simultaneously, and we can collapse on that highest version of ourselves by tuning in and tuning up. All right, thank you so much. Blessings and light. I just want to let everybody know this book just came out called The Wisdom Codes by Greg Braden, and it's incredibly amazing. So I just want to just read the back of it. It says, such a good book, through consciously applying word codes similar to the chants I did in the beginning. Okay, Gayatri Mantra, through continuously applying word codes of the past that challenge us as we face these present moments, we benefit from the wisdom of ancient sages, healers, mystics, and prophets. So let me read that again. Through consciously applying these word codes of the past to challenging times that we face in the moment, we benefit from the wisdom of ancient sages, healers, mystics, and prophets. In doing so, we are no longer victims, right? Victim consciousness is in a suffering state of awareness. So to get out of the victim consciousness, you can actually chant codes to change your brain waves, to think new thoughts, to feel new feelings, to actually get into a state of enjoyment for that present moment, no matter what it is. There's no qualifications. It can be whatever it is, and you can be grateful. We are no longer defined by our circumstances, but we become masters of our destiny. When we speak words, either out loud or silently, to ourselves or to others, we shift something within us. And that something is where the power of words, chemistry, and the neurons converge in a beautiful way. This is the power of wisdom in these codes. In their presence, we are changed. In their presence, we are changed. In their presence, we are changed. And this basically says, too, the cutting edge of neurolinguistics meets spiritual wisdom of the ages in a handbook of keywords that will literally rewire your brain. Rewire your brain. This is I call it a spaceship, but you can always rewire it. You can rewire your neural net. So those are some of the things that I teach, and I definitely am up on wonderful readings. Greg Braden is one of my favorites. 2 thumbs up. So those of you, I'll put a link at the bottom of this YouTube clip, so if you want to go and buy that book, I highly recommend it. Blessings and light to you. Thank you so much for being present. Medjugorje, no, I'm sorry, what did you say? Have you heard of Medjugorje? No, I have not. I'm not even sure if I said his name right. I have not heard of that person, Brian. But you know what you can do is you can text me in a private message and send me a link, and I would love to look that person up. I am always open to any other spiritual light being that is us, as us, with a different view, to actually share auric fields so that we can become more of God's light. So with that, I love you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings and light. And I will talk with you again, hopefully next Monday or soon. Blessings.